Imagine trying to launch a sports brand like 10 years ago.
Oh, man. A total nightmare.
Right. Just picture it for a second. You have this incredible idea for a New Jersey line on a napkin. What do you actually need to do to make it real?
Well, you need money. A lot of it.
Exactly. First, you need $50,000 just to hire a creative agency for a logo.
Right.
Then you need a team of developers, months of market research, a marketing agency to figure out how to even, sell the thing.
Not to mention a sound engineer if you want to make any video ads.
Yeah. You look at that massive mountain of resources required, the sheer friction of it all, and what happens?
The idea just dies right there on the napkin.
It just dies.
It's the classic graveyard of good ideas.
Yeah.
Because the barrier to entry for the longest time, it hasn't been a lack of imagination.
Right.
You didn't fail because your idea was bad. It was just the sheer logistical friction of capital and personnel standing between your brain and the market. Ideas were cheap, but execution
was incredibly expensive.
Exactly.
But what if that mountain just vanished overnight? What if you only needed like a laptop, a Wi-Fi connection, and an AI toolkit? Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today, we are tearing into a fascinating document called the Smart Dream Project Outline.
It is such a cool case study.
It really is. And our mission for you today is to dissect this case study to see exactly how a single creator can build an entire brand ecosystem from absolute scratch.
Completely one-person show.
Yeah, we are talking about conceptualizing, designing, and launching a sports jersey line using nothing but an interconnected stack of artificial intelligence tools.
And what makes this particular outline so compelling isn't just the physical or, well, at least the conceptual product itself.
Right, it's not just about a shirt.
Exactly. It is the complete ecosystem built around it. The overarching goal laid out in this project outline is really twofold. First, designing that Smart Dream sports jersey entirely through AI.
Okay.
And second, launching a full-scale YouTube marketing campaign for a dedicated channel called @smart_dream_smart_vision.
Wow, okay.
The entire pipeline, from the very first pixel of the logo to the final promotional push to get subscribers, it all relies entirely on automated, intelligent systems.
Okay, let's unpack this because creating a brand from scratch called Smart Dream is no small feat. Before you can market anything, before you can beg people to subscribe to a YouTube channel, you need the actual product, right?
Make something to sell.
You need a visual identity, you need a flag to plant in the ground. And the foundation of this entire project rests on what the AI can visually dream up.
Yeah.
The outline explicitly states that this creator is using Canva AI to generate both the jersey design itself and the brand's logo.
Which is such a massive departure from traditional creation. Let's think about how it actually works under the hood. Historically, if you wanted a sports jersey, you needed someone with traditional graphic design training.
Right.
You needed someone who understood vector graphics.
Like all vector graphics, just to make sure we're all on the same page, explain that real quick.
Oh, sure. So traditional images, like a photo on your phone, are made of tiny pixels.
Yeah, if you glow them up, they get blurry.
Exactly. But vector graphics are made of mathematical equations. They're lines and curves that can be scaled up to the size of a billboard without ever losing quality.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and creating them requires highly specialized software and a lot of technical skill. You needed to understand fabric draping, color theory, typography. You were always starting from a blank, intimidating canvas.
Which is terrifying for most people.
Completely. But Canva AI completely bypasses that. You type in a text prompt, and the AI generates the visual concept instantly.
I look at it like having an incredibly eager, hyperactive intern who can sketch 100 ideas a minute.
That's a great way to put it.
You just say, give me a sports jersey for a brand called Smart Dream, and boom, you have 50 variations in neon, 50 in monochrome, 50 with strange geometric patterns.
It just never stops.
Right. But here's where I want to push back on this a little bit. If the AI generates the logo, and the AI generates the pattern on the jersey, who is the actual designer here?
That is the million-dollar question.
Like, is the true value of this brand found in the prompt the human wrote? Or is the value actually generated by the algorithm that executed it?
That is a phenomenal question, and it really gets to the heart of what it means to be a creator today. Look at how the Smart Dream outline is structured. The value is clearly placed on the synthesis of the tools, not the brushstrokes.
Not the actual drawing.
Exactly. The human's value is in the vision, the overarching concept of Smart Dream. The AI doesn't know what a sports jersey represents to a fan.
It has no idea.
Right. It has no concept of the tribalism of wearing your team's colors to a game.
Yeah.
It only understands pixel distribution based on its training data.
Right. It doesn't feel anything.
Exactly. The human brings the intent. The human says this needs to look energetic or this needs to appeal to basketball fans. The creator's role shifts.
You're kind of moving up a level.
You are. You are no longer the drafter drawing the lines. You become the curator and the art director. You are guiding the algorithm, refining its outputs, and making choices.
Yeah.
But you're absolutely right to question it because the heavy lifting of the visual execution is undeniably outsourced to a machine.
It's just wild to think about. I mean, a logo used to take 6 months of back and forth emails.
Oh yeah, endless revisions.
And now it's a 5-second line item in a tool stack. Okay, so Canva solved our design problem. But here's a reality check. Having a cool AI design jersey and a slick logo isn't enough.
No, not at all.
If no one sees it, it literally doesn't matter. You could have the greatest jersey in the history of sports sitting on a hard drive doing absolutely nothing.
Collecting digital dust.
Exactly. So how did this creator actually get eyeballs on it? The outline moves from visual creation to the underlying discoverability of the brand. And that brings us to the brains behind the operation.
This is my favorite part.
It's so smart. The project relies heavily on ChatGPT for research, crafting the YouTube SEO strategy, and writing the actual video scripts.
This is where we see a single person doing the busy work of 10 people in 5 minutes. But to understand why this is so powerful, we need to look at the mechanism of YouTube itself.
Okay, let's talk about it.
YouTube is not just a video player. It is the second largest search engine in the entire world, right behind Google.
And people forget that. They think of it like TV, but it's a search engine.
Exactly. When someone goes to YouTube, they're often typing in a specific query like best sports jerseys 2026 or how to design streetwear.
Right.
Now, how does YouTube know which video to show them out of millions? It uses metadata.
The invisible labels.
Yes, the title of your video, the specific keywords in your description, the hidden tags you attach to the file. These are the signals that tell YouTube's search indexing algorithm exactly what your video is about.
And doing that manually is brutal.
It is incredibly tedious, data-heavy work. You have to cross-reference search volumes, look at competitors, and guess what people are actually typing.
So ChatGPT isn't just writing a script that says, hey guys, buy my shirt. It's doing the math.
It is acting as a strategic research partner. ChatGPT can look at search trends, identify gaps in the market, and figure out what audiences are actually searching for.
Oh, that's wild.
Yeah. It might realize that, Smart Dream sports jersey has 0 search volume because the brand is brand new, but AI designed streetwear has massive volume.
So it pivots.
Exactly. It structures the metadata perfectly around that second phrase, ensuring the Smart Dream videos surface when a user types in a related query.
Here's where it gets really interesting. If you use ChatGPT to write the script and then you use it to optimize those hidden tags, you essentially have a digital focus group and a marketing agency rolled into one interface.
You really do.
You are asking an AI to tell you what humans want to watch. But if we play this out, I have to ask, if every single creator on YouTube starts using ChatGPT to optimize their tags and to write their descriptions to perfectly appease the algorithm, doesn't this just become a massive, bizarre, closed loop?
Yeah, that's a very valid concern.
Like, it's an AI writing invisible metadata for another AI, the YouTube algorithm, to read. Are we just sitting back and watching algorithms try to outsmart other algorithms?
Honestly, it's a bit unsettling when you phrase it like that, because that closed loop is a very real, very present dynamic.
Yeah.
You have ChatGPT on one side generating the signal, and the YouTube algorithm on the other side catching the signal.
Yeah.
And you, the human viewer, are almost a byproduct of that transaction. The machines are talking to each other to figure out how to capture your attention.
That's slightly terrifying. Everything just becomes a copy of a copy.
That's the primary risk here. If everyone uses the exact same tool to generate their SEO, to write their scripts, to find market gaps, everything starts to look and sound exactly the same.
Because it's all optimizing for the exact same metrics.
Exactly. The algorithm loves a certain type of pacing, a certain type of title, so ChatGPT just churns that out endlessly. However, we have to remember the ultimate mechanism of the YouTube algorithm, it is trained on human behavior.
Oh, right, because it watches what we do.
Exactly. It measures watch time, click-through rates, when you pause, when you rewind. So while ChatGPT is speaking the language of the YouTube algorithm, both of them are ultimately chained to human desires.
So if it's boring, we still click away.
Precisely. If the human gets bored, the loop breaks, which is precisely why getting the click isn't enough. You have to keep them watching. And that brings us to the next phase of the Smart Dream Project outline.
Right, the multimedia polish. Great SEO, great metadata gets a viewer to click the thumbnail, but a wall of text or a static image won't hold their attention.
No, people want to be entertained.
A brand needs to breathe. It needs motion. It needs sound. The project outline specifies the creation of promotional YouTube shorts, and crucially, they are backed by AI-generated music created using a tool called Suno AI.
And this choice is incredibly strategic. Let's look at why they chose YouTube Shorts. The vertical 60-second or less video format is the dominant vehicle for rapid discovery right now.
Oh, absolutely. It's everywhere.
The algorithm for Shorts doesn't rely as heavily on search. It relies on the swipe. It pushes content directly into a viewer's feed. It is designed for endless scrolling. But here's the catch. With vertical video without compelling audio, it is virtually invisible.
Sound is half the experience. You can have the coolest visuals in the world, but if it's dead silent, I'm swiping past it in half a second.
Precisely. And this is where a solo creator usually hits a massive wall. Custom music is expensive.
Very expensive.
You need a recording studio, you need session musicians, or you need to pay incredibly complex licensing fees to use existing popular songs. Suno AI fills this critical gap in the toolkit. It generates custom, professional-sounding music based on text prompts.
Just from text.
Just from text. You want an upbeat electronic hype track with a heavy bass line for a Jersey reveal. You type that in, and you get it.
It's like having a brilliant session band on standby in your living room 24/7.
Exactly.
You need a dramatic, cinematic swell for the logo introduction, done in 10 seconds. But I have to pump the brakes here because we are stacking an immense amount of automation on top of each other.
We really are.
If the script is written by ChatGPT, the Jersey art and logo are generated by Canva AI, and the background music is composed by Suno AI, what is the human element that actually connects with the viewer of @smart_dream_smart_vision?
It's a fair question.
Are we just consuming entirely synthetic media? And if so, does the audience even care anymore?
That is the existential question of the creator economy right now, isn't it?
Right.
When you look at this project outline, the only human element is the architecture.
The blueprint.
Yeah, it's the decision to put these specific pieces together in this specific order. But to your point, the visceral connection of viewer feels the laugh at a joke in the script, the awe at the jersey design, the head bob to the music is being triggered by mathematical outputs.
We are being emotionally manipulated by math.
In a way, yes. And to answer your question, the audience often doesn't care as long as the end product is entertaining.
Huh.
If the song is catchy, they will listen. If the jersey looks cool, they will want it. But, and this is a massive but, while the audience might not care about the synthetic nature of the media, the platforms hosting it care deeply.
Right.
Which leads directly into the final and perhaps most heavily weighted section of the outline.
Yeah, the guardrails of creation. Because when you are generating this immense, fast-paced volume of text, image, and audio, literally conjuring media out of thin air in seconds, you are inevitably going to crash into legal walls.
You have to be so careful.
The outline specifically highlights ethics as a core pillar ethical AI usage, a strict reliance on copyright-free assets, and adherence to YouTube's transparency policy. They are deliberately setting up these guardrails to prevent this highly automated process from destroying itself.
It is highly significant that ethical and legal considerations are explicitly written into a project outline like this as a foundational step. Usually, a creator just focuses on technical specs and marketing goals.
Right. They just want to make the cool thing and get views.
Exactly. But here, they recognize a fundamental truth. If you build an entire brand on a house of cards that violates intellectual property laws, the whole thing will collapse. Securing copyright-free assets isn't just a moral choice here. It's operational survival.
Because of the platform rules.
Yes. If the Smart Dream channel gets hit with 3 copyright strikes from YouTube, the channel is deleted. The entire business evaporates instantly.
Okay, but let me challenge this because I think the definition of copyright-free in the AI age is incredibly murky.
Oh, it is. It's a huge gray area.
It's like a chef who goes around and tastes a million different cakes from a million different bakeries and then goes home and bakes a brand new cake purely from memory. Did they steal a specific recipe? No. But did they learn what cake tastes like by consuming everyone else's work? Yes.
That is a great analogy.
Thanks. So how hard is it to actually guarantee that a Canva AI image or a Suno AI song is copyright-free when these models were inherently trained on millions of existing copyrighted human works?
You've just articulated the most contentious legal debate in technology right now. To understand this, we need to talk about a concept called latent space.
Wait, latent space. Explain that like I'm 5, because that sounds like something out of a sci-fi movie.
It does, doesn't it?
Okay.
Imagine a giant digital blender. When AI companies train their models, they take millions of copyrighted images, text, or songs, and they throw them into this blender. They aren't storing the actual images, they are melting them down into mathematical concepts. The AI learns what a dog looks like or what neon looks like by analyzing the patterns in the blender. That blender of concepts is the latent space.
So it's not a database of pictures.
Right. So when you ask Canva AI for a jersey, it's not cutting and pasting a Nike jersey. It is pulling from the latent space to generate something mathematically new.
So it's the chef baking from memory.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Legally, at this exact moment, the output of AI generators is largely considered uncopyrightable by the person who prompted it. But claiming it doesn't infringe on anyone else's copyright is walking a very complex tightrope.
That sounds super risky for a business.
It is. And that is exactly why complying with YouTube's transparency policy is vital for this project.
How does that actually protect them, though?
Well, YouTube now requires creators to label realistic synthetic content. It's a literal checkbox when you upload a video that says, this was altered or generated by AI.
Oh, I've seen that.
Yeah. By checking that box, the Smart Dream Project is being radically transparent. It protects them from accusations of deception from their audience, and more importantly, it signals to the platform that they are playing by the rules. It's an insurance policy for the long-term survival of the channel.
So what does this all mean? We've looked at the Smart Dream Project outline from top to bottom. We've seen how they use Canva AI to completely bypass the need for a graphic designer, democratizing the design of the jersey and the logo.
Yep.
We explored how ChatGPT operates as a tireless research assistant, analyzing metadata to find gaps in the YouTube search engine. And we saw how Suno AI provides the auditory polish to make YouTube Shorts feel like high-budget professional